Yo, what is up everybody? It's Drew back again with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to sound like Nobu Woods in the song 20 Nights. So shout out to Armani, I believe. It's going to pop up on the screen right here, the real name. And shout out to him because he's the one who requested this. So let's get into how I made the chain.
20 nights, yeah, for like 20 nights, yeah. You've been trying to find another side.
Alright, so first off in the chain, we're starting with the normal. We got auto-tune. Now this time we switched it up a little bit. If you haven't seen my short that I made earlier, it is about the choices of auto-tune we have. So today I decided to use Waves Tune real time. Here it is, 3.9 milliseconds on the speed. We did 2 cents on the tolerance, 0.1 on the note transition because I'm not a very good singer. And then we're setting the key to A sharp minor. Now, there's also one more thing in this auto-tune that varies from a lot of other auto-tunes and a lot of other songs, and that is the tuning of the song. So if you look in this where it says reference hertz right here, it is tuned to 429 hertz. And I had to look this up to find out just to make sure. So most songs out there in the pro space are tuned to 440 hertz, but this one differs from that a little bit and it's set to 429. That's all you have to do for the auto tune. Next up, we're gonna move to the noise gate, aka the limiter plugin. So this is just the normal limiter plugin, and all I did was I brought the threshold until the background noise in my vocals went away, and just enough so it's not cutting off your vocals while you're singing. Then after the noise gate, we are moving to an EQ, and for this EQ we cut out a lot to get some of that tonal character that we want. So starting off with a high pass at 120 hertz, and that's just going to remove all the low end rumble like normal. Then we boost it up in the 536 range, about 2.3 decibels, just to get a little bit more of that low mid boominess. And then we're going to cut out at the 1200 hertz range, but it's going to be a tighter curve. That's going to remove 3.6 decibels of that 1200 hertz. Then we're going to do another boost in the 3000 hertz range. We're going to boost that up 1.6 decibels, and it's going to bring a little bit more of that presence and high mid character to the vocal. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do a low pass, aka a high cut, and we did that around the 16,000 hertz range just to cut off all that bright top end shine to the vocal. Next up, we're going to go into a compressor, our first compressor, and so we had the threshold at negative 35.9, ratio 4:1, 14.6 on the gain, and we did the soft type. The attack is at 15 milliseconds and release is at 200 milliseconds. So that's just going to squash down the vocal so we get a little bit more of an even level throughout the recording. Then we're going to go into another EQ to bring in a little bit of the high mid back into the vocal. We're going to do that around 1600 hertz, and we're going to give that a nice boost at 6.4 decibels. And then we're going to do another boost at the 8600 hertz range, and that's just going to be a small little boost at 1.7 decibels just to bring in a little bit more presence. And then we're going to boost the highs that we took out at 11,000 hertz. We boosted it 7.9 decibels. And the reason it's not going to sound bright like most vocals is because of that EQ we did before where we cut out all those highs. EQ, we have another compressor just to give that vocal a final leveling. And the threshold at negative 14.5, a 2:1 ratio, 8.2 on the gain, and then a vintage for the type. And it's just going to give that vocal a nice character and just even it out just that little bit more. Then we're going to go into a chorus, like always, the fruity chorus, stock settings, and all we did was adjust the mix knob, and this time we did it down to 30%. Then we're going to go into a de-esser. We're going to drag the 1 point to negative 6.6 just to keep a little bit of that harshness out of the vocal and keep it from peaking in that high end. We're also going to boost the tension up to 23.25% just to give the vocal a little bit more character in the high end. After the de-esser, we're going to a fruity reverb 2. We have the wet level at 100, the early reflections set at 50%, separation at 44. We have the dry all the way down, and we have the decay at 2.1 seconds. Then we're going to turn the mix knob on this down to 22% just to give it that nice spacious vocal. Then we're going to follow that up with a delay, and for this delay we set the time to 4, tempo sync on, and then keep pitch on. We have the stereo model, level at 62.5%, cutoff at 2400 hertz. We have the wet all the way up, dry all the way up, and we're just going to turn the mix knob down to 10%. So yeah, that's how you get pretty close to the Nobu Woods 20 Nights official vocal chain. So let me know what you guys think down below. So now let's hear what the vocal sounds like in the beat and compare it to the original.
29, yeah, for like 20 nights, yeah. You've been trying to find another side. You've been trying to find another side, yeah. for the night, yeah. Said I'm heading over to your side.
So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think of the vocal chain. And as always, the vocal chain is going to be for free in the description. So I hope this helped you guys out, and hopefully this will get you guys where you need to be to start recording. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody for watching this video. Make sure you leave a comment down below who you want to hear next, because I'm giving you this preset for free. So just hit that like button, that subscribe button. Thank you everybody for watching, and peace out.